Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skysworld.com for life coaching and mentoring. It's Sunday. Let's do our study group for warriors. I want to welcome Elon Musk to the channel. He now follows us on YouTube. So, hope you like these videos. I had a very, very brief conversation with him yesterday. Apparently he watches this channel. So let's get into it. I want to talk a lot about character. That's going to be the theme for the day, character. Character is a self-imposed discipline. What is character? It's a self-imposed discipline. You put order and rules into your life. For example, you can adopt, embrace the mind, body, and soul daily discipline program that I promote. I didn't invent it. It saved my life. It's been around for thousands and thousands of years. Long before Jesus was ever a wet dream. Long before organized religion was even in play, when the whole world was barbaric. Mind, body, and soul programming existed. It's been around for at least 6,000 years, at least. And it's a bunch of rules and discipline that you put in your life in these various areas. And it changes you. It strengthens you. And people who don't engage in it become weaker. They slowly decline and atrophy in every way, mentally, physically, and spiritually. In order to be a man of character, you have to actually work on yourself. It doesn't happen by accident. You're not born with character. Not a single person in the world has ever been born with character. I don't care how sweet you think your baby is. Character is developed, and you have to be engaged in it. I can't build character for you. A drill sergeant doesn't build character for you. You have to do it. It's self-imposed. A man of character doesn't need the police. He doesn't need laws. He doesn't need the president to tell him that he's free. Because he has a self-imposed discipline. He's not going to go and kill people, even if it was the purge, even if society broke down and everybody's out rioting. The man of character stays inside and makes a good meal, does a few push-ups, prays, honors his wife, takes care of his kid, that kind of thing. A man of character, in the movie of The Purge, the only person of character is the one not engaging in it. The only reason why you're not robbing banks right now, the only reason why you're not doing it is because you're afraid to get busted. You have no character. The only reason why you don't go punch out your enemies or your boss is because you're afraid. Fear keeps you in line, not character. You're a weakling. Let's go on to the next one. There's 3 different types of people on Instagram. Did you know that? I'm all over Instagram right now, and it's blowing up. My channel's blowing up. I'm getting way too much attention, and it's a little overwhelming, and I don't like it. I have thought about, it's funny because Instagram is doing better than YouTube by far. I could be monetized on Instagram much sooner. But I hate Instagram, and I've thought very hard about canceling it, about deleting it, even though my channel's blowing up and I'm getting business out of it. I hate it. I'm getting bombarded by women, by sluts. Of course, there's lots of fake ones, and there's 3 different types of people on Instagram. You got fake bitches, real bitches, and then real people. A fake bitch is a fake bitch. It's not even a real motherfucker. It's some idiot from Sudan or Nigeria. I'm not kidding. And they're trying to run a fucking scam on lonely men, on Americans. They scam women too. I talked with a woman who got scammed for $20,000 last year from some guy who she thought was a model, and she's idiot, she's rich, and she's giving this fucking guy money. I feel sad for her. I'm not trying to badmouth her, I just feel sad for people that are that dumb. So you have all kinds of fake bitches. Then you have real bitches. A real bitch is a real bitch. It's a real person. You say, Sky, I'm not fucking with no fake bitches. I only fuck with real bitches. Well, you're still stupid. The real bitch is no different than the fake bitch. They run the same fucking scam. They're going to try to get you to pay their bills, send money, all kinds of shit. Tell you that her parents are dead, or if it's a guy, they'll give you the same story. Guys and girls do the same thing. A real bitch is a real bitch, and you stay away from them. You stay away from the bitches. You want to fuck with the real people. If you're trying to meet people online, whether it's friends or dates or whoever, just meet real people. You know who real people are. Let's go to the next one. Here's a question for you. What would you sacrifice to protect your principles? Interesting case with this. I was just reading about this the other day. Ice Cube, who you guys are all aware of, the rapper, makes stupid movies. Yeah, his movies are so fucking stupid. Sure, Friday was decent, and Friday 2 was okay. They had, what, Friday 3, that was awful. You know, Chris Tucker, for the first Friday, he only got like $8,000 for that movie. And it was his movie. Without Chris Tucker in that first movie Friday, it would have been bullshit. It would have been a stupid-ass movie. He only got a couple grand for that movie. And people ask, why didn't he do it the next one? Because he ended up doing movies with Jackie Chan for millions of dollars. Why would he go back and do some ghetto-ass movie for a few grand? But I want to talk about Ice Cube. Ice Cube was offered $9 million to do a movie, I forget with who, with someone famous. It was going to be a big blockbuster film, big movie. And he said he didn't want to do it. $9 million, turned it down, walked away from it. $9 million. Would you walk away from $9 million over your principles? You have to ask yourself, what would you sacrifice to protect your principles? Well, the reason was Ice Cube was told he would have to get COVID-19 shots, and he didn't want to get a COVID shot. He didn't want to get the vaccine. He's against that. And there was no option. This is how it works. You got to do it. So he said, I guess I'm not doing the movie. Fuck the movie. And walked away from $9 million. What would you sacrifice to protect your principles? Are you for sale? Would you sell your soul? If I gave you $100 million, what would you do? Let's go to the next one. Let's talk about integrity. Integrity means that you are one with yourself. Put parentheses around the word one. Integrity is that you are one with yourself. You're integrated. You have integrated all the various parts of yourself. This is why I preach a mind, body, and soul program. To integrate all the aspects of yourself, it makes you more powerful. Let's go to the next one. Here's a rule. Now this is going to go against everything you've been taught. Especially you street hustlers. You think you're so fucking smart. Here's a rule. We're talking about character. I'm not talking about being a criminal. I'm talking about being a good person. So throw all that criminal bullshit out. Get rid of it. Throw it in the trash. We're not talking about that right now. Never trust a salesman who doesn't use what he's selling. Now, you've heard it the other way, right? You've heard the opposite. You live your life by the opposite. You think it's the best rule ever. Don't get high on your own supply. And maybe that's true if you're talking about selling a product that you don't believe in, selling a product that you know will kill you and destroy your life. And the only reason why you're selling it is to make money. And you could care less about destroying anybody else's life. Once you got their money, fuck them. That's your hustle. Never trust a salesman who doesn't use what he's selling. You go buy a diamond ring, and that motherfucker isn't wearing a diamond ring, walk right out. You go buy a Rolex, you're getting ready to spend 10 grand on one of those crazy, solid 24 karat gold Rolexes that you see celebrities wearing, and the motherfucker selling it to you isn't wearing a Rolex, walk right fucking out. You're getting ready to go buy one of those expensive Mercedes-Benz with the crazy engine in them. How much did it cost? The one that I liked started at 80 grand. You get the package on it, you're going to spend 120. And if you talk to the salesman and he doesn't drive a Mercedes, walk out. You're dealing with frauds. Let's go to the next one. It's about temptation. Oh, temptation is so hard. I go through this a lot. I get tempted with alcohol. Even still, I've been sober for so long. I have people that offer me drinks, offer to take me out for drinks, all this stuff. And all I have to do is say, yeah. I was invited out just last night. I didn't want to go because I don't like being in a drinking environment around people who are drinking. It's not fun for me. Sure, I could be the designated driver. I could be the one sober guy at the bar, but I don't like that. I did that. I didn't like it. It made me angry. I would come home from a Friday or a Saturday night, hanging out with my drinking friends, and I'd be angry, and I had to analyze that. Why are you angry? You know, you have to ask yourself these questions, self-diagnosis. Run your self-diagnostic program. And I would get the same answer. And it's because I don't like being around those people. I don't like being around drunk people. It's too much of a temptation. It reminds me that I can't do that, and it triggers me in certain ways, and I don't want to go through that drama in my head. And temptation is here to monitor your character. And temptation is a good thing. I don't get angry at the temptation, because I know it's just a test. And the test is that you're only as strong as the temptations that you fall for. You fall for cheap sex. You say you're a man of character and integrity, but you're talking with sluts all day online. The temptation is here to monitor your character. Let's go to the next one. A person of character is always outside of what's popular. So you don't often find character as sheeple. A person of character usually isn't engaged in popular culture, because that's for sheep. If you notice that popular culture is very shallow, it's not very deep in any aspect. It's very shallow. Music, movies, the people, the celebrities, they're all very shallow, stupid. They're all like skim milk, just tasteless. So a person of character usually likes more eclectic things, more interesting things. You might like some kind of weird music that nobody else likes. I have a buddy of mine, this guy Dennis, and I like Dennis. I don't think he watches my videos. I wish he would though, Dennis. He's a computer guy. And Dennis is kind of quirky. That's a nice way of saying nerd. And he sends me the funniest, weirdest music. I wish I could remember some of the stuff that he sent me. Some of it is just like where you watch it, and the videos, and it's so off the wall. You just can't stop laughing. It's like, you jammed to this stuff, bro? But a person of character is always going to be outside of what's popular. So if you find yourself outside of what's popular, you don't need to be a sheep. You don't need to struggle to be a sheep. Sheeps always go to slaughter. Be a wolf. Be a lion. Let's move on. I know this video is getting a little bit long. I don't have much more. I mean, I got 3 more pages, but I'm going to end it at some point. Character is unchanging. That's a good thing to know. Character is unchanging. If you're changing, if you're unpredictable, you're probably not a person of character. You're probably not a person that I can trust. I only trust people who are consistent. In the streets, we used to talk about it as a stand-up guy. A stand-up guy is going to be the same all the time. He's always going to have a good deal. He's going to be a righteous dude. He's not going to snitch on you. He's going to be a consistent gangster. He's always a stand-up guy. That motherfucker's a real deal motherfucker. That's why people like John Gotti. He didn't break. He wasn't going to snitch, put him in prison forever, give him cancer, stab him up, do anything. He's not going to break. He's consistent. He's predictable. I think that's important if you want to have characters, to be predictable, to be consistent, be unchanging. I mean, you evolve, but you're always who you are. I have evolved. And people can say, Sky, you're so different. You don't look the same. You don't act the same. You're a different person. Sure, but I'm still Sky. There's an aspect of me deep down inside the layers of that onion that's always going to be the same. Let's go to the next one. We have time. I'll do a couple more. Character attracts loyalty. Now this is important. If you are surrounded by unloyal people and you're having loyalty problems in your life, you might have to look in the mirror. You might be lacking character, because character, a person of character, always attracts loyalty. Let's quickly go to the next one. I could spend a lot of time on each one of these. Everything I'm saying here could be a video on its own. You're getting 10 videos all in a short amount of time. Maybe we end here. Never make honesty your best policy. Isn't that weird? Because you think honesty is the best policy. You never make honesty your best policy. Now, I'm not telling you to be a liar. But a person of character says honesty is the only policy. Understand the difference. You think honesty is the best policy. Highlight that word best. When you say something is the best policy, it means you have options. You have a few different options to choose from. There's honesty, there's dishonesty, and honesty is probably the best. So you settled on that. For a person of character, there's no option. There's no choice to be dishonest. He knows that exists. He's not naive or stupid or brainwashed. But he doesn't give himself that option. There is no choice. It's like when you have to go to work. There's no choice to take it off. There's no choice to take work off. What's the choice? Go homeless? There is no choice. I'm going to work. So honesty is never the best policy. It's the only policy. Oh, I have some good ones on this page, but I think it's too late. I'll just talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll make another video. This is some good stuff. Have a good day.